Get ready with me while I tell you about myself. I made a few of these videos before, but not for a while, and there's a bunch of new people, so I'm gonna read it. So first, my name is Hallie Sandberg. I'm 18 years old and I go to college in Utah. I've lived in Utah my whole life and I wanted to move away for college, but I just love it here. I have 2 sisters and I'm the middle child. And then my parents are divorced, but my mom is getting remarried in March. I've been dating my boyfriend Mark for a little over a year, but we met all the way back in middle school. We did not like each other when we met. I actually liked some of his friends, so that's kind of how I met him. I live in an apartment right now, but the first week of February I'm moving into a house with some roommates. I'm in my 2nd semester of college right now. I've always been pretty good at school, but college is not my favorite. I really would just love to be a stay-at-home mom for the rest of my life and just do social media, but that's not like guaranteed, so I'm getting a college degree. I've always been very independent. I got a job like right when I turned 16. I paid for like my gas, my housing, my tuition. My parents did buy me a car when I turned 16, but I ended up buying myself a new one. For work, I just do social media. I've done it for like about a year now, I think, and it's my favorite thing ever. I'm very type A if you're into that stuff. I'm very clean and organized, and I get very easily irritated if it's not organized. I've always been a good kid growing up. I've never really done anything like rebellious or crazy. I love doing my makeup and hair, and I also love doing my nails. I did these ones on myself. I've always loved animals, and I have a dog named Betty, well, my family's dog, and she's a Boston Terrier, and she's almost 10, which is so sad, but I just love her so much. I would love to have my own dog, but I'm gonna wait until I'm out of school and have a house. I feel like I said all the same things I've said in all my other videos, but I'm done, so hope you learned something.
Things I'm insecure about as somebody who sees themselves as a pretty confident person. Everyone has their own things that they're insecure about, and I feel like they're not always talked about on social media because it is such a highlight reel. So I thought, why not just like dish out all my issues today? I don't necessarily want to call them issues because I do love myself, but these are just things that I struggle with personally. The first one is just not looking my age, because this has been really heavy on my mind recently. I never noticed this one before I did social media, but all of my comments always say like, oh, I thought you were 15 or 16, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but then I started spiraling and thinking like, oh, no one's ever gonna take me seriously because I look like a teenager, and I'm actually turning 23 next month. There are times after I realized this where I would stop wearing color, because I thought that wearing pink and stuff would make me look even younger than I am, when in reality I should have just been wearing whatever I want. I did that a lot in college, but I'm back on my pink bullshit now. Like, it's my favorite color. I've never been the biggest fan of my nose. And it's so silly because it's only because when I was younger, like 2 people told me that my nose was flat. I'm obviously a lot more comfortable with her now, but as I've grown up, I've noticed that I have a bump when I turn to the side, and it's so tiny that like nobody would even notice it but myself, but I notice it. And then I don't like it. I've also always been super insecure about my rosacea and always looking like I have the weirdest blush placement of all time. I did gymnastics when I was younger, and the girls there would always ask me why I'm wearing blush to practice, and I was like, I'm literally not. Even if I was, that shouldn't be a problem, but because of that, the first time my mom ever let me like wear makeup, I was just wearing so much foundation all over my cheeks. But still, to this day, I still find myself trying to cover it up some days. I was always a super quiet kid, and then as I got older, I became more outspoken and like loud, and a lot of the time I don't care what people think, and then a lot of the time I'm like, wow, am I like way too outspoken? Like, should I not have said these things? It's like not having social anxiety in the present of the social setting, but when you get home, you just rethink everything you said. Never like trusted men growing up, and I still don't, and that started with my dad. And then obviously like I had my heart broken by dating men, so it's just very hard for me to like let a man in no matter how good of a person they are, which that is something I'm still working on to this day. I always go back and forth between loving my boobs and then wanting a boob job. I was never blessed in the tits and ass department. I feel like that also contributes sometimes to me looking so young. I used to hate my eye shape growing up, and now it's my favorite feature on my face. Now that I'm done listing all those things out, I want you to take a step back and realize that you've probably never thought these things about me. And I post on the internet every single day. And that means nobody's looking into your insecurities as hard as you are. So even though it's okay to have off days, just make sure you're being kind to yourself. Okay, love you. Bye.
Someone please tell me where I can get Jordans like in person, like right now. Because I bought these sweatpants from Zoomies and they're the cutest thing ever, but like I don't have shoes for them. And that may be like a stupid question to ask, but I've only ever bought shoes online. So just tell me where. Anywho, I'm so glad my parents aren't the type of parent to like force me to study for the PSAT or SAT. Because I was getting lunch with my friend yesterday, and like she said that her mom barely even let her go, and like her mom was like, do more SAT prep when you get back, and she had already done 2 hours that day. Like, baby, no, I'm not doing that during the summer. Well, I have this tutor, but I'm not starting him until like a couple weeks from now, and also it'll only be like 2 sessions a week. But I got a 1350 on my PSAT, so I feel like that's already like a good base to begin with. And I didn't study at all, and I slept through like most of the tests. Or not most, but I slept a lot. Anyway, I'm about to see the girl that I got grounded with, or she was the girl that was like over that night. I was so mad because I had lost like my tub of Vaseline for so long, and then I find it downstairs in like the family drawer or whatever, or some drawer downstairs that like has like brushes in it that people can use if they're like running late, and Vaseline and all this stuff. But why was my Vaseline down there? I've been looking for it for so long. It literally has holes from when I stick my spoolie in it. Like, that is not yours. You can't really see it because I like dug a big thing out because I didn't want like their crusty fingers on my eyelashes. But it literally has my markings, so why is it down there? Anywho, I can't find my blush brush. I really don't know where it is. Okay, apparently I look like a teacher with glasses on. Ow, freak, man, that hurts. Ugh, I'm so scared I'm gonna need glasses when I'm older. Cause what's it called? But I'm so glad contacts exist. Cause like I feel like I just would not pull off glasses. Anywho, I'm all ready. Bye.
I just finished work for the day, so let's get on ready. I need to go have a shower and wash my hair because I went to the beach last night. So I'm gonna wash my hair, take my makeup off, get changed, then we can do my skincare. Only like 1:30, but I have nothing else to do, so I'm just gonna do my skincare now and then probably just lay in bed, to be honest. I probably should clean my room because me and Alex didn't end up doing it yesterday, but I can't be bothered. I just realised my earring is like fully caught on both sides. What the hell? I'm so tired, and I think that's because the past couple of days I haven't really been doing much. Like, I've kind of been laying in my bed. But these next few weeks I have a fair amount of stuff planned, so I just feel so boring right now. Like, I have no energy. I just feel boring. I also don't know what I'm going to do with my hair because I just washed it. But I don't really want my curls, so I might just put a leave-in conditioner through it, maybe some like frizz cream, and then put it in a hair wrap towel. I posted a photo of the difference of my lashes before using this lash serum and the after results, and I've had a lot of people asking me like how long I've been using it for, and I've been using it for just over a month. So if you want to go check out the before and afters, it's on my Instagram, which is linked in my bio. Now for my least favourite thing, my hair. I'm kind of tempted to get my hair permanently straightened straight, but like I feel like that's just going to damage it so much, and it's already damaged, so it can't take more. I'm just going to wait for my hair to dry a little bit, and then I'm going to put it in this microfiber hair wrap towel. But my skincare is all done, so I hope you all have an amazing day.